Let's say you created a pretty website for your client and then you're handing it over to your client and they want to use their dashboard to add some posts or blogs, but this is the UI that they get. Very boring, very old, and it has been used from the WordPress ancient times. So what we are actually going to do is we are actually going to add a dashboard plugin, and you just don't get dashboard, you actually get so many lot features that it doesn't matter that you're just using a dashboard plugin. It actually adds so many important features in just one plugin, and we are going to see both the free version and premium version. So let's start with the free version, and all links are in description. And basically I'm using hosting for this one with WordPress. All links are in description if you want to get this hosting. So let's click add new. I'm going to click and type Adminify, and just remember that this plugin adds so much lot more like options than just dashboard customization. So you might be wondering, like, I don't want customization for dashboard, but it actually adds so many lot more informations like stuff or things. So once I've installed this is what it will open. So let's click let's go, and then you could enable and disable it whichever you want, which you don't want. I'm going to keep all enabled so that I can show you guys what it does. This one is actually image for dark and light mode. I'll skip it for now and I'll show you how we can change it later on to this one. Also, let's just continue. Let's also continue. This is basically WP Adminify. It will be showing a text around there. If you want to hide it, you could hide it. For now, let's just keep it like this. I don't understand what twigs do, so I'll just skip it. We got admin notice. I'll also show you what this does. And let's go to your Adminify dashboard. As soon as you see that, we actually get this nice looking one, but obviously if you go to the light mode, it looks so much nicer. And for now, the dark mode does not have an option to change the color of the neon blue color around here, but they did say that in the future updates they are going to add an option to change the neon blue color. So let's keep it with the light mode because this looks beautiful right now. So you see, this is the old dashboard that we get, and this is the new dashboard we get. If I go into my dashboard, it also adds more features. For example, it adds this memory usage stuff, site health option, and then we got this one, system info, search visibility, activity logs, user activities, stuff like that. And you could keep it however you want so that it looks nicer, and then you get so much better options that you could use on the dashboard. But let's just go to the main part, which is our dashboard options. So let's go to here, and you could see we actually can change and disable modules that we want and what we don't want. I'll skip it for now, and let's click on customize, and here we actually get two options in the free version, and in the paid one you could use any other templates plus an option to use your custom colors. So right now I'm going to keep it like this so that we could check what the free version provides, and the free version is also very good and pro version is even better. So let's quickly check. So for the body background, which is this color, we can change it to, let's say, red, and then save it, and then let me refresh it, and this is how it looks. Let me just clear it for now, and you could change color whichever you want, like this, to match your branding that you're doing, but let's keep it like this for now. Next is our logo options, and also in customize you could add gradient, image, slideshow, video in the pro version. So I'm going to keep the logo around here like this. Sorry, I'm going to click on logo options. In the color mode, if we go into our light mode and dark mode, we can actually change the logo around here. So if I click on this one, you could just see this logo, which is WP Adminify. You could change it to whatever you want. So here's a white color logo and black colored logo that I've added. So for the light mode, I will add my black colored one, and for the dark mode, I will add the white colored one, like this. And we can obviously change the logo size, but I would recommend to make it look nicer around here too, or to make the size perfect so that it looks better, because right now my logo is like way too big and then has like some spacing around here. And you could choose for light mode and dark mode. So if I switch to this one, you could say it is switching to my light mode, and this is switching to my dark mode, and this is switching to my light mode logo. And also one more thing, that if you click on docs, which is documentation or video tutorial, you could check, but documentation takes you to the perfect documentation that is required. So like this, you could see every single thing that you could do. So one click, and any other option that you want. Gutenberg editor logo. So if you go into post, click add new post, you could see that there's a logo around here. You could add your own logo. For time being, I'll just add a random one. So this one, let's save it, let's refresh it, and you could see this is the logo that is showing around here. So it looks cool, right? You could do much more personal branding for it, and your client would love it even more, because who wants to look at this stuff when they're working, when they can get something like this and clean. And then even if you're using it for yourself, you could do it, because there's much more other options that I'm going to show you. So let me just hide the IP for time being so that I can show you what this does. Let me refresh it, and if I go down, you could see that it shows so many information. It shows IP around here. It shows the IP of the WordPress and not your IP. So this is what you could do, is add an IP address around here too if you do show. But basically some more informations around here, and here we could add do is like developed by DMmotionarts, subscribe and like, something like this. Okay, obviously don't add like subscribe and like, but if I go down, you could see we can change it to developed by DMmotionarts, subscribe and like. So stuff like this you could add it around here. And then you could also do it is that it only shows default WordPress version, it just showcases. But if you want to just showcase if you want to disable it for certain users, you could do it like this, so that it does not show to that users. For example, you don't want to showcase to editor, so who only adds like post and also it would not showcase them all these options. Menu settings is something that you would like much better. It is basically this menu, so vertical menu, and then if you do horizontal, which is in pro version, it will show like this. I'll show you soon enough, but let's check vertical right now. And then this is vertical by default. This is how it looks. If I switch to mini icon and then refresh it, this is how it looks. So see, looks nice, clean. If we change to rounded and then refresh it, it will change to this different kind of look. So I like to keep it on classic or mini icons like this, and then icon styles you could change to rounded too, like this. I'll keep it to classic for now so that you guys can see with your own how it looks with your own dashboard, so that you are used to it. Then sub menu style, which is this sub menus which are inside of this menus, you could keep it to accordion. Now I do prefer to keep it on classic for this one, and show you why. Because when I switch to accordion, I have to click here and then click again. So you could see, so let's say if I want to go to all posts, I have to do the 2 clicks rather than 1 click. Same with toggle. If I do this and save and refresh, you can see that it basically toggles and I have to do 2 clicks. So it's better to keep it like this in the classic section, because you know, if you just click on post, it takes you to the post. If you take to pages, it takes you to all pages, just reduces 1 extra click. Now the admin bar, which is this one, and basically admin bar is, if I go into, so one thing, like if I click on this icon, I can just open my page. Basically this is the admin bar. So front end admin bar, if you want to hide, you could hide it. See, it is gone now. So let's do show for now. And then you could also do is that you could disable it for specific users only, but it is only available for pro version, so we will check it. You could disable or enable this one, basically this options, which is search form, which is this one, light dark mode switcher, which is this one, comment options, which is this one, wave icon, which is basically this eye icon, and then off canvas menu, which is basically if you click on this, it opens this icon, this off canvas menu, which has the logout option, your username, wave website, wave profile, this stuff, and then the plugins and stuff option. And then this is basically when you click on it, it opens like a new tab. But if you click on save window, it will open on this one. Just keep it new, just works better. Tweaks, I don't understand tweaks, so I'm just going to skip it. Let's go to widgets. Now if you have a theme installed, if you go into appearance, let me install a theme first. So let's add an Astra theme so that I can show you what this does. Now I just installed the theme and a template to quickly just get a website ready. And this is how the website looks right now. Now you could see that I can actually disable some widgets, and now this is a dashboard widget. So basically if I go into my dashboard, you could see that I have some widgets around here, which is this one, and obviously I can disable it like this too. But what it does is it actually does not disable it, it basically just hides it. And if I disable it from this section, then it will never show around here. So let's say if you are creating new user, and then if you have some team members working on you on the website, and you are creating different users for each one of them, if you just don't want to showcase this unwanted widgets, for example, if you don't want to showcase activity and at a glance, if I save it, right now we have activity around here, so at a glance and activity. If I disable it, it would just not be visible and it would just not have the option around here. So if you have multiple users, and if you're creating new users for your team member and they have their own access to their own dashboard, like if you're editor and all, he just does not need to go around here and then disable it manually. And you could also do it that it should only showcase for admin. So anything that is hidden around here, it will only be shown to the administrator. And now we have sidebar widgets. Disable Gutenberg editor in sidebar widgets. I am not sure what this does, but basically, if I am not wrong, because I don't use this option a lot, if I go into appearance and widgets, you could see that we actually have a editor around here like this. And what it does is, if I just refresh it and then let's say saved it, and if I refresh my widget section around here, so you see if I just disable the Gutenberg editor in sidebar, it takes you to the old widget bar that is around here. So depending on what you want to do, you could use this one, or if you want to use the new one, you could obviously use that too without any worries. So like this is the new one, and just comes down to which thing you prefer. Then we got admin notices, and to showcase your admin notices, I'll go into the docs, and then this is basically, you see sometimes you get notices like this on your this section, and also it showcases on the top part. So it does not showcase around here, it also showcases it at like random options around here. So it will just give an option around here like this, which will be something like this. So you could hide it for specific users, so but it is only available, or you could only do is that it should be visible for specific users only. So it should only be available for administrator and not to everyone else. Remove welcome panel. Basically in the dashboard, if you go and then in here, if you click on the welcome panel, this is panel something that showcase to every single user that is created around here. So you could also just disable it completely, and it is good if you have multiple team members working on it. Remove try Gutenberg. Okay, never used it, so just skip it. Now this is very important feature. So if I go into my post, in my media and my pages, you see I actually have an option to create different folders, and also another option is that you could actually drag and drop elements from here. So you could say right now pages cannot be dragged because I haven't enabled it, but for the post section, you could actually make sure that the home section is always on top, then the about section is always on top, and also you could create like better folders around here. So to manage your folders specifically to your media, so if you like just create new section and then call it like food, something like this, and then saved it, and then basically all you need to do is drag and drop it to like select multiple bulk select like this, and then drag and drop. So you cannot do bulk select, it seems. Never mind, you can. So you could see that right now food actually has like 4 elements around here, and if I click on it, it just makes it so much better to manage. This is such a good feature when it comes to folder, and I don't think we have an option to create subfolders as of now. So but even just having folders just makes it so much better. Same with the folders icon in the pages, same for the post, and then you can also do it for the products if you have WooCommerce installed. Then if you go into your WooCommerce products. Right now it is not installed, so it is not actually showing here. So it is not actually showing around here, but you could also enable it around here, so it's pretty good. Then post types order, you could see that sortable post types. So if I just enable it for post and let's choose save, if I go into post, I can now change the layout however we want. And the media option is also available, but it is only available for the list view and not the grid view. So basically you cannot change the layout of grid waves like this, but if you are in the list view, you can definitely change the way this looks. So if you want the top to be this one and stuff like that. Okay, this is such a cool feature for me. Post status column, don't know what it is, and it is in the pro version, so let's just skip it. Then we have quick menu, which is this bar. So you could see we have 3 options around here, and then we can actually change the URL to anything that we want. So if I want this to be opening my, let's say, my product section, so if I go into products and then copy this one, and then if I add, also you can only add 3 elements like this. So if I just go into my, let's say, third menu, let's click edit and then copy and then add link, it changes to that URL, that is products, and then we will call it like add new or like all products. We can obviously change the icon to, let's say, cart or something. Well, obviously not cart, but for now let's just keep it like this. Save and let's refresh it, and then we got an option to quickly go to our product section. And you could always keep like 3 of these options. So if you quickly want to go to specific location that you are frequently using, just quickly to do this, very nice option. Then we got disable comment option, if you want to disable the commenting option to any single one. And I don't use this one commonly, so you can just check the features around here, you could read it, but I'll just skip it for now. Then we got Google page speed, and here you could actually just add an API key which would allow you to do the page speed. But another thing is, if you go into page speed insight, and if I click on my this stuff, my my page URL, and then search it here, you could actually do the page speed insight from here too. And if you have Google API key, that would also be better. And then if you go into docs, you could see how this works. So if you add the API key, it will just allow you to do that better with the Google speed. But right now it also works with just using the page speed insight like this. Then we got duplicate post option. So right now it is only available for the page, or I have only enabled it for the pages. So you could see that if I go there, I have an option to clone my pages, so basically duplicate my pages. And if you want to enable it for anything like products or stuff, it just works perfectly. And you could also disable it for specific users. Activity logs, if you go into dashboard, you could actually check the activity logs of lots of stuff. So here you could see user activities. It will save the last 30 days of the activity logs. You could also check it around here. So who added that, who installed, stuff like this, you could see. Pretty cool. And here you could see the mobile score and the desktop score. It also saves it in the history. If I go around here, you could actually see the full report anytime to see what the changes and how better you have created the website, or how much changes you have done, to see the comparison between speeds. Then we got assets manager. Basically you could disable or remove any scripts or stylings that your website is using. I'll skip that. And then we have custom CSS area, and this is only for the admin area. You could see we can add custom CSS, and you don't have to type the style, and you don't have to type the script inside it. So custom JavaScript and CSS for your admin area, pretty cool. White label only available for the premium version, so let's just skip that. And then we also have a backup option. So if you want to like export and then import another settings that you have created somewhere else, or if you just created it once and you have multiple clients that you're working and you just want to keep the branding same, for basically if you are making the branding to your design instead of your client's design, then obviously you could do that and export and import to multiple clients. So now if you have seen this one, let's see the stuff that is available around here. So if I click on dashboard widgets, we can actually add new widgets around here. So if I add like webs or like DMmotionarts.com, and I'll add like subscribe, oops, I cannot spell it, subscribe and like, and then we could have where it should show. So if we want to showcase on side or there, and we also get multiple options like shortcode and all, and it is only it is shown to everyone. So if I go into my dashboard right now, and if we see where this one is, so let's quickly see. So here it is. So if you go here, you could see that I have added a specific dashboard widget around here like this, which is very cool. If you have something to add specifically with Elementor shortcodes, you could do it. Video, icons, speed, scripts, pretty cool. Let's go to custom CSS and JavaScript, and this one allows you to add custom CSS and JavaScript to your whole website like this. And if you get the pro version, you could do specific page, categories, post. Very good. You could add it in the header, footer, before content and after content is only available for pro, and CSS and JavaScript, whichever you want. Pretty cool. So many options with just dashboard option, with just one dashboard plugin. Then we got Sidebar Generator, and what this basically does is, if you go into appearance, if you go into menus like this, and here you could see not menus, in the widgets like this, you could see that we actually have multiple menus, sidebars. So main sidebar, header and stuff. And here you could actually create your own custom sidebar. So DMmotionarts, subscribe, something like this. Let's refresh. And remember, all links are in description for both the premium and pro premium version and free version. So here's the DMmotionarts like this, and here you could add your own widgets around here. Pretty cool, right? Then we got server info, basically something that WordPress also provides by default, which is just WordPress WordPress tool server info. And here we actually get more options around here in better format. This is better than default WordPress server info. Then we got notification bar, and it will take you to the customized section of the website. And once it is opened, we can actually see that if I go into general settings, we would enable it. Let's publish it. And if I go into my website right now, nothing is showing. So let's go to incognito. And here you can see that we actually get a notification bar. Right now there is no content in it. So let's go here, type content section, and here we will add like any content that we want. It will show on all devices, and it will be shown with this color, so text color stuff. And obviously we could make it go in the general settings. If I make the height be like 500 pixels, well, that is too much. Let's go 100 pixels. Also make it to the bottom like this. Let's go to incognito and check it out now. And basically we get this option, so it's not showing the text. So let me type something else. Let's type DMmotionarts sale code like, or something like this. And also learn more button. Why not? Let's just test it out. And you could see it shows around your DMmotionarts sale code like this one. And specifically you could use it for like your cookie option, that this website uses cookies and services to use or to track your users or something like that. So that is one thing that you could do with notification bar. Then we already saw page side inside. Let's click on login customizer. It will also open our customizer, which is this one. And basically it will change the login page by the default one. So if I go into my let's say this one, which is how this is looking, let's see. So you can see that this is how it looks right now, and it has already been changed by the Adminify, but this is basically how it looks by default. So how about we change it to something else? So if I go into login form, or actually in the templates, we can actually change it to different templates that we want. So let's say if I want to have it this way, so let's publish it and then let me refresh it. And if I go into my login page again, which is login customizer, you can see this is how it looks. And then we have logo option. So basically if you want to change the logo around here, add your site logo and all, you could do it like this. Just click select, and then you could add a link to it. So if you want to do any link or to your website link, you could also do that, but I'll keep it like this. Then we got our background, which is, it is already been using an gradient around here, but because we are using a template, so basically you could see that this many options are only available for the pro versions, but these 4 options are available for the free versions. Let me just publish it and let's refresh it. You could see this is how it looks. Obviously we can change the logo to like match what we have. So rather than that, we could make it go like, let's say 200 by 200. Why not? We could also change it to text and stuff, so whatever you want. Let's look at the background, and right now we only have option of gradient and all. So if we actually go and change it to, let's say, red right now, let's publish it and let's open incognito instead. So you could see this is how it looks, and the icon has changed to like 200 by 200. Make sure you use it like a perfect color and not this one. I'll just clear it for now. You could also add an image if you want to in the background. Something, let's say, let's just add like a random one. Let's do publish, and then yeah, you could change how it looks. So horizontally fixed cover. So you could see you could also add an image around here. Obviously our logo is actually not looking good because of stuff like this, so let's just quickly fix that. And here you could see we have our logo. I might just remove the background color so that we can actually see it. So let's just keep it like this. Then we have layout options. So right now we are using this single layout, but if I do like this, if I go into my incognito, you could see we have 2 by 2 option around here, and then we have option of where the column should be. So if I keep if I keep this to the top one, this is how it looks. And we can change the layout. So if we can keep the login option to the top, and then this one, and you could add any image around here. Okay, so let me just showcase. Let's just keep it to the right side. The horizontal alignment should be in the middle, and vertical alignment. So this is for the login form. So if you want this to be at the right section, and if you want this to be at the top section like this, you could 100% do that. And this is how it would look. I'm going to keep it default, and let's add an image instead on the left side. Okay, so we got side background on the left side. We can also change like different colors. So instead of having white, we could just use any other color, but right now I added an image, and this is how it looks. You will need to play around with values so that it actually looks better. So I'll do content for time being. Let's do that, and then this is how it looks. I want to do like no repeat or like background, where is it, background position. So let's do background position and then refresh it. I don't want to do any repeat. Okay, there we go. And I want it to set to cover. Cover is definitely not working. So let's do content only, background attachment. So let's do that. And you could see it is, if you actually add an image which is actually good, it will actually cover it perfectly and not be like this. And also make sure you don't use grapes photo. Does not make sense why you would use that around here. So make sure you use like the perfect photo. Okay, then we got our button settings. You could obviously change the buttons. your other options, which is remember me, login shake, disable lost password, and then back to website. So you will actually get options like back to website and stuff around here, like this go to my colleague.com or stuff like that. Let's just keep it default. Then Google Fonts, error messages, what you want to show, like invalid username, the username is empty, keep it normal. This works perfectly. Then we can also add custom CSS and JavaScript, okay, for just this login form. So that's perfect, right? Pretty cool. Then we got credits option. Basically this option is, if I disable it, you will not be showing this WP Adminify logo. So if I refresh it, it will not show their logo around here. Let's go and close this now and then check the next thing, which is admin columns. And if you look at this, what this does is, if I go into my post options, all posts, you could see we have an category, title, author, category, tags, folder, and stuff like this, and it is also in the same layout. So if you want to change any layout, you could change it so that it matches to whatever you want. If you want the date to be at the next of it, you could do it and then save and then refresh it like this. You see, pretty cool. Then let's do menu editor, and here you could see that you could actually just change the layout of this one. So as of now, I don't want the Astra and cart flow to be at top. I want my pages to be at top. So I'll just make the pages, and then I'll make the post on top. Then I want my media, and then I want my products here, and then I want my WooCommerce around here. So let's do that and save. Let's refresh it. And here you could see post, pages, media, Astra, products, stuff like this. It just changes to whatever way you have actually created around here, like this. Pretty cool option. The activity logs just basically showcases the activity that has been happening. So what is changed, what is trashed and stuff. Setup wizard, that is something that was popped up at first. So if it does not pop at first, you could click on here. Recommended plugins is their plugins that they have created. So if you want to do that, you could do. Affiliate, contact us, and support forum are their own stuff. Now once we have checked all of this stuff, let's just quickly install the premium version. Okay, so I'm just installing the the Adminify Pro version right now. So let's activate the package and then add your license key. And once you have activated the premium version, you could see that now I have more options available, like this one, this more templates that are available right now. And here we can actually change a lot more colors than what we could do at the previous time. If I go around here, I can basically, you can see, change the colors are for buttons. I could change the menu background color, which is this one. I could change the menu text color. I could change the admin bar, which is the top one. Admin bar text color, which is this one. Admin bar PG that we've done, so which is this one. This is the search PG. It's not actually working as quickly. This one, and then notification PG, which is this dot, like this. And this is the weird format, so I definitely don't do in such a bad way. Let's just keep to something else right now, which looks good. So let's keep it to, I guess, this one, just for the sake of this tutorial, to showcase what we can do. And then we can actually just change the font to whatever we want. If we want to change it to Lato, or let's try something else. Let's try Merryweather. Okay, and then choose like 16 font size. Let's save it. Let's refresh it. And here you could see we have actually changed it to something weird right now. So let's just keep it to default like this. Save it. Refresh it. Make sure you use like nice colors. Okay, don't go like nice fonts or so that it looks better. Let's do like this so that we can see. Then we got body background color, which is basically what we already shown, which was already shown around here. Then we got gradient option for the background. Let's say if I saved it and refreshed it, we actually got a background to showcase around the backside like this. You would add an image, slideshow, video, whatever you want. I'll keep it color for now. Let's go to the logo options, and as of now you could schedule a dark mode. So if you want the dark mode to be available from specific time, so start time and last end time, you could do that. Admin footer, we already had this functionality. Let's try the horizontal menu. Let's save it, let's refresh it, and this is how it looks right now. I do think the left menu actually looks better because it's something that everyone is familiar with. But if you actually switch to, let's say, icon only, this would look like much better to quickly go from this to that, stuff like that. So let's keep vertical menu for time being. We do get different options around here. So top menu links, bubble icons, text only, both. Top menu links, yep, I want the top menu links to be clickable. Let's refresh it, and this is how this looks. So if you quickly want to just add something, you could add the top menu. I'll keep it default right now, like vertical menu. Let's go to the admin bar, and in the admin bar we already saw everything from here. So if you want to change it to like bottom, or if you want to add like front end admin disable bar, you'll need to have like pro version so that it is disabled for, let's say, if you don't want to showcase it for the editor, then you could do that. Let's go to widget settings. We already did that. Admin notices, we actually did that. Asset manager, we did that. And custom, we checked that. So let's just refresh it quickly. Now let's look at the left sections that we were not available before. So we didn't have redirect URLs. So if you want to create like redirect URL, you could do that. So you could see that every time someone redirects, or actually you could actually create new login URL. So by default, if I just click on WP login, which is in this section, it opens this page. But that also means that anyone can just go to your website and then type WP admin and then try to access your websites. Here you could actually change it to something else that you want. You could add any specific name or something that is good and better that hackers cannot check from there. So there is more stuff like this. Then there's a role redirect. So let's say if someone's if admin is logging in, so let's say if an admin is logging in, you could make it that they go to the dashboard. And if you want to do is, if some editor is logging in, as soon as they log in, it takes them to the post, or it takes them to the blog sections, or anything that is commonly used by that user. So let's check the notification bar right now. This is, I don't think there was any option that they didn't provide in the free version. So everything that is available here was present in the free version. I think the settings for this one was not present. Yep, everything was present. Then we got our, there's also header, never mind, that's from Astra. Never mind. This is from login customizer. We basically were using this options, but now we can actually change it to whichever we want. So if I just publish this one, go to this section, let's refresh it, and this is how it looks. Okay, so we can obviously change it to however we want. Obviously the template is not working because we have actually changed the layout to be double one. So if I just make it to the default one, it will look the same way the template was showcased around there. So like this, looks very clean, nice. Then we got login form options with so many customizing options like this. So anything that was not available to customize before is now available. So you could also change something like, let's change the username to something like add your username. Obviously don't do this because it's common to use like username or email address, stuff like that. So basically keep it like this, but you could also change the placeholder. So inside anything that is shown, you could change it. There's also styling options for the form fields. Same with buttons, so many styling options. Then we got others, Google fonts. You could also change the Google fonts or add in Google font, which Google font you want to use here. Then we got error messages, and then this one all was present. Okay, so that was all for the login one. Let's quickly check we had admin columns, we already checked it. Nothing different from what they provided, except we can actually change it to the products and step 1 2. Menu editor, we already did check it pretty quickly. Let's see, I think I forgot to showcase something, that we can actually change the name that is shown here. So if I want to just change the pages to be like add new pages and then hidden for roles. So if you want to have only showcase it for editor, if only you want to showcase for editor, then you could do is basically hide it for every other stuff like this. And you could also do it for specific users. So I have a user called Mayurkoli211, and basically what I'll need to do is go here and then click on Mayurkoli211, and only this add new pages will be hidden for that one. So let's just try it. Right now it says that here, see, add new pages. So if I refresh it, you could see that I cannot add new page anymore. And you could also change the icons. So basically this icons you could change to whatever you want, and you could also change to which link it should show, but keep it default right now. And then we got sub menus. So basically if I go into post, if I go into my, let's do this here, and here we can see that we have multiple options like add new with AI categories and stuff. We could add an item, custom menu, and then add a link to it. So basically if I save it and refresh it, if I go into my post, we didn't add anything. So let's just add stuff like this. Okay, let's save. And you can see we actually get an option to add a custom menu. So that's pretty quick and pretty cool stuff that you could do with this plugin. Specifically that you could change the layout, which I really love, because I don't want to scroll every time, because I usually use post, pages, media, and products in this order. Also you could do it, change everything for here too, like hidden for rules and stuff. There's so many options that it's not just a dashboard plugin, it just makes your life so much easier by having so many features and your like quality of life support features that you could just add to your website. So just use the link in the description. Looks pretty cool. You could add your logos, you could do like so many other stuff, and then do your much more branding, your branding much more nicer than what it is right now. And all the links are in description, so make sure to check it out.